G'day guys, before we hop into today's vlog, I just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button. From now on, I'm going to be putting out daily vlogs every single day. I'm going to be tracking my process, playing these 126 max games, hopefully moving up in stakes. But even if I don't, you'll get to watch me fall on my face every single day on this YouTube channel. So make sure you hit subscribe so you get the new videos as they come out every single day. For now, onto the vlog. G'day guys, welcome back to the vlog. It is currently about 5:45 a.m. here in Melbourne. I'm tired, I'm hungry, but I'm excited to go play poker today. So I'm going to get a quick feed in me and then we're going to go grind out these cash games. Let's go. Okay, so it is about 6:30 a.m. at the moment. Still not feeling 100% to be honest with you guys, but regardless, still going to push through, still going to get this volume in. 1,500 hands is the goal for today. We hopefully can get that A-grade level play. Definitely going to try our best. So without any further ado, let's get in the game. Welcome back guys, it is currently 4:15 in the afternoon here in Melbourne and I've just wrapped up my second poker session for the day. Ended up putting in a total of 6 hours and 23 minutes for a grand total of 1,522 hands. So just scraped past that daily hand goal for the day. Like I said this morning, wasn't feeling quite 100% today, so that probably explains why I just sort of eked it past that 1,500 mark and I stopped playing for the day. Don't really feel like putting any more volume in considering my mood, but I'm very stoked that I did get the volume in because the results for today were up 575, so obviously stoked that I did push through and I did put in the amount of volume that I set out to at the start of the day, and obviously raping in the rewards with good results like that. So obviously I was pretty stoked with a bunch of the hands I played across these sessions, but I think this next one might just be my favourite. The action folds to me on the button and I have Queen 10 of spades. I go ahead and raise it up to 5 and then I get a call from an unknown big blind. So we go heads up to a flop of 6-4 deuce with 2 spades. So pretty good flop for us obviously, but then things get interesting because the big blind actually decides to lead out for 4.7. The action's on me here. Obviously I have the decision between calling and raising. Folding going to be way too nitty with a hand this strong. Ultimately I decide to just call. The reason I decide to call instead of raise is I don't think I can raise and fold out a stronger hand that my opponent is leading out. I think if they're leading out for like a protection bet with like pocket sevens or a6, something like that, they're never going to fold that to a raise. If they are leading out a weaker hand, like maybe 5-7 is a straight draw, something like that, they're probably going to fold that, which they might call with that actually. So there is merit to raising, you know, a queen high for value in that sense, but I do think it's a bit too ambitious. I would rather call, continue playing this pot in position. That's what I do, throw in the call, and then we see a turn. Turn's a good one. It is the Queen of Hearts. And then the big blind goes ahead and checks it to me now. And I think I have a very clear value bet here with my queen. Like I said, I think the hands that my opponent could be leading on the flop. So those one pair hands like a 6 or pocket 7s, pocket 8s even maybe. So obviously I can get value from those hands with a bet here. I go ahead and make it 13 and then my opponent calls. Cool. So we go heads up to the river. And the river's a great one. It is the ace of spades. So we do make the second nut flush on the river. And then the big blind goes ahead and checks it over to me again. So when the big blind checks the action over to me, obviously going to have a decision here on what size I want to value bet. The initial thought that pops in my mind is, well, it looks like my opponent doesn't have a very strong hand in their range if they did lead out with like 6-7 or pocket 7, something like that. So I should probably size down my bet to try and give those hands a good price to call. But then I think a bit further and I'm like, okay, even if I do bet like 25 in the river, is he really going to call it with pocket 7s? Maybe, but probably not. So if he's going to fold those hands regardless what size I bet, then I might as well bet really, really big to build an even bigger pot when my opponent does call with one of the stronger hands in their range, like a 6 or even a weaker flush themselves. So I actually think this is a really, really good spot to overbet the river for value. That's what I go ahead and do. I go ahead and bet 69. I think if anything, maybe that's even too small as an overbet. I could probably go to like 80 or even 100 and still get paid off by those flushes. I just think my opponent's going to fold to this bet a lot of the time if they were leading the flop with a weak one pair hand. So I just think you just want to blow it up massive, just because when you do get called by the stronger hands in their range, you're going to win more money. That's what I go ahead and do. I bet 69, and then my opponent snap calls. Obviously, that's good news. I turn over my hand, and then they muck, and we scoop in a big pot there. And this is what I was talking about when I was not distracted during the session and I was completely focused. I didn't go with my initial gut reaction of betting small on the river. I bet really, really big, and the bet got paid off. Obviously running good that my opponent was at that part of their range where they actually will pay off a bigger bet. But the fact I was locked in and focused, I recognized that was a good spot to go for that bet size, and then I got paid off for recognizing that. So yeah, that's why I gave myself an A+ this session. I was dialed in and it paid off. That's going to wrap up the vlog for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You guys know I really do appreciate it. Make sure you go and hit that subscribe button. I've got daily vlogs coming out every single day. I'm excited to be putting them out, so just make sure you subscribe so you get them when they come out to you. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.